In today's combat landscape, the employment of drones is a game changer when it comes to situational awareness and remote strike capabilities. As many of you have already seen from the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, drones carry the potential to fulfill a wide range of tasks while keeping our soldiers safe. But what Israel is doing with their advanced drone technology is nothing like what we've seen in Ukraine. With a robust military-industrial complex and decades of experience in drone manufacturing, Israel operates everything from AI-powered drone swarms to robot dogs that can infiltrate tunnels and sniff out Hamas terrorists hiding inside. Let's take a look at Israel's top mechanical predators that are helping them turn the tide against Hamas. With a flight endurance of nearly 2 days, the Super Heron is what happens when you take everything that's good about the original Heron and make it much better. More range, more speed, more payload, and more capabilities for the warfighter. This drone delivers unparalleled situational awareness with a chin-mounted electro-optical turret that provides crisp footage during both day and night. This video feed is streamed to the operator through a secure satellite communication link that's optimized for beyond line-of-sight missions. In addition to helping ground troops, the Super Heron can also fulfill maritime reconnaissance duties and is capable of carrying a synthetic aperture radar for terrain mapping. Whether it's a forest, swamp, urban environment, or desert, Super Heron's sensor array will give you a complete tactical picture of the situation. This drone is a Tier 1 asset for Israeli mission planners, as it helps them locate and strike Hamas insurgents with incredible speed and precision, before they get a chance to run away and hide underground. The Spike Firefly may look like a camera drone, but is incredibly lethal in the right hands. Small enough to be carried in a backpack and simple enough to be launched within a couple of minutes, the Firefly is a soldier's best friend. It can scout up to 1.5 kilometers or around 1 mile in front of an infantry squad's position while they're hiding in a safe location. Once armed, the 3 kilo or 7 pounds blast fragmentation warhead packs enough power to eliminate an entire squad. With how maneuverable and compact this drone is, the operator could even fly it into a moving vehicle. Enemies inside a building? No problem. The proximity sensors on the Firefly keep it safe from crashing into obstacles, and its IR camera will show even those who are hiding in complete darkness. The end result is a drone that can literally fly through the window into a room and blast everyone inside with hundreds of bits of shrapnel, and they'll never even hear it coming until it's too late. The Ghost Robotics Vision 60 is a robot dog that is being used in the tunnels and alleyways of Gaza to scout dangerous areas and warn IDF troops of enemy traps and ambushes. Instead of sending a scout team into the tunnels, it is much safer to use one of these, which costs $160,000 per unit. Armed with LiDAR and a powerful camera, the robot can navigate even the harshest terrains. It can climb on rubble, wade through ice, and walk across swamps. When it is toppled, the dog will spin around and stand back up like nothing happened. In the future, we may even see some of these with guns on their backs, and that's a scary thought. Next up is IAI Searcher. Operated by Israel, India, Turkey, South Korea, and Singapore, the Searcher is a versatile airborne reconnaissance platform that dates back to 1992. Developed as a successor to the Tataran Mastiff, which many consider to be the world's first modern UAV, the Searcher is essentially a flying RC plane. But that's not downgrading the capabilities of this drone, because even RC planes can be extremely effective once you give them enough sensors to sniff out an ant in the middle of an active war zone. The Searcher Mk2 soars at an altitude of 20,000 feet and can keep going at a speed of 125 miles per hour for over 18 hours. It carries a customizable payload that can consist of everything from electro-optical cameras to synthetic aperture radars that generate a 3D map of the Earth's terrain. The Searcher can also intercept and decode enemy communications and act as a data relay for friendly troops on the ground. A drone like this is an invaluable asset for any modern military. Indeed, the Searcher is so good that Russia has been making its own licensed copy called the 4-Post-R since 2008. The Russian version can also carry guided missiles in addition to reconnaissance equipment. Let's now look at the Tactical Robotics Cormorant, which is best described as a battle taxi, because it's an extremely efficient way to resupply troops and evacuate casualties from the front lines without risking a crewed vehicle. While it looks like a flying car from the Jetsons, the Cormorant is actually an electric VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing, aircraft that's operated remotely. It has a range of 750 kilometers or roughly 466 miles and can hit speeds of 180 kilometers per hour, over 110 miles per hour. Because it's extremely silent and flies close to the ground, the chances of this being intercepted by an enemy AA gun or man pads are slim at best. While the Cormorant can take off and land anywhere, it's optimized for use in urban combat, similar to what Israel is facing in Gaza right now. A true war robot, the Guardium unmanned ground vehicle was developed to patrol and safeguard Israel's border with Gaza. Optimized to require minimal human resources, this vehicle has a built-in computer guidance system that lets it automatically scan routes and avoid obstacles. Mission planners give the Guardium a task, like patrolling an area or guarding a fixed position, and the robot can carry out this task with basic supervision, or even no human interaction at all. With a dual-mode camera, close-range radars, microphones, and terrain sensors, this vehicle can operate in a wide range of environments. It can detect hostile presence in a 360 degrees arc, and is capable of deterring them with both lethal as well as non-lethal weapons. Part of U-Vision's Hero lineup, the 400 EC is one of their largest loitering munitions. You may know these by another name. Suicide drones designed to hunt down targets with amazing speed and precision. However, the Hero 400 EC is much larger than a typical FPV or commercially available quadcopter-style drone. It weighs 50 kilos or roughly 110 pounds and carries a 10 kilo or 22 pounds multi-mission warhead. This drone is equipped with a gimbal-mounted camera that's fully stabilized with infrared vision, so it can hunt down moving targets during both day and night operations. Since it's powered by an electric motor to minimize its acoustic and thermal signature, the Hero 400 EC is much harder for enemies to detect and shoot down, especially when compared with a traditional gasoline-powered drone like the Iranian Shahed. Despite its size, the Hero 400 EC is surprisingly maneuverable, as you can see from this footage of it slamming through a window on a simulated target building at a 45 degrees angle.